There is a whole load of new Black Ops 6 Zombies info that's just released as part of these intel drops that they're doing on the Call of Duty channel. So stuff we have coming up in this video includes some looks at Augments for the first time and how they can completely change your field upgrades, your perks, like all sorts of stuff in the game. There's discussion about how Gobblegums are going to be working. There's discussion about Easter eggs. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be in here. So first we're going to watch one that came out yesterday, and then we're going to watch the new trailer that just came out earlier today, like an hour ago, and dive into all those details. Drop a like if you're excited. Let's get started.
Terminus is one of our biggest round-based maps we've ever made, and it's full of experiences to discover.
So first of all, the PP Bison, it's back. PP whatever, obviously it's had different names over the years. Very cool to see. Also, I can now confirm, I actually played this map, right? I talked about this the other day in my little tryout vlog. I talked about this yesterday when I got home. I've played this. So as they go through, I'll give you a little bit of color as to my thoughts and experiences, but I'm saving a lot of that stuff for the whiteboard video that's going to be happening over there. I also want to just make clear, they said that it's one of their biggest maps. We asked them about that a little bit on the day. We were like, okay, you're saying this exciting statement. Can you clarify? Like, is it literally bigger than all the other maps? And they were like, sort of depends exactly how you measure it, but like it's up there. It's pretty damn big. So pretty promising.
And really explore. We're here to break down all of the new features that are going to be coming to Black Ops 6.
I've been there.
Terminus is taking place in the early 90s, 5 years after the events of Cold War zombies.
Yep.
Seemed like a really cool place, like a tropical setting with various...
Wait, sorry, YouTube has premium to get enhanced bitrate now? I can't get 4K, I have to have premium? That's a scam. I mean, I'm gonna definitely end up having to pay for that because this is my job, but disgusting! Silly sausages! That should be free.
On the distance.
It's one part jail and other part secret research facility in the Philippine Sea to just develop weird science.
Whoa, who is this? Subject Naui? If that's leak speak, or NA013 if it's not leak speak. Stable still answers to Nathan. Ooh, this must be Maya's brother. I think. Maybe. Food motivated, do not engage in conversation. Subject is highly skilled in manipulation. Yes! Make the Easter egg about us being manipulated by this test subject. Yes! I want to be manipulated. I want it to happen. I want an unreliable narrator. That's cool. That was not something that I came across when I was playing the game early. They had all this like sort of Easter egg stuff and all that turned off, so I couldn't have done. But that's cool.
Weird science. The first thing you're going to see is just everything's dark, really moody. Everything looks shut down. You know something's happened there.
We want to set the mood so the player could feel the chaos of the recent outbreak of the zombies. We pushed.
So this area that they're showing you here, this is like kind of near the spawn. Essentially, you spawn in and you're kind of high up on the island. And then you work your way down all of these little ramps and stuff like that, down and follow the power arrows, obviously, towards the dock area here. Then you curve around up here, and that's what allows you to get underground, which is where Pack-a-Punch is.
We push the visual a lot, so make it more.
Hold on, this is cool. We're seeing like the dev menu here a little bit on the side. That's kind of something that you rarely get a chance to see. So that's pretty cool seeing that.
Realistic.
We're treating Terminus as a living world, which are just different ways to bring the world to life.
So this is something that I saw a lot when I was playing, because I actually played 2 matches. Most folks just only got to play 1 match. I got to play 2 matches. But essentially, there's a bunch of zombies around the place like this who will animate as you get close to them, but they're randomized. So in one scenario, it might just be leaning against this little kind of like anchor, whatever you call it, rope hook thing here. But in another play session, this might actually be 2 dead scientists that are there and they don't even animate. Like there's sort of randomized options. That's what they're sort of referring to with this living world idea.
Life.
Living world is scripted encounters that we have placed in the map to add to ambience. We have these tubes that have zombies inside of them. And when the player walks by them, it'll trigger the escape sequence for them. It'll be very scary and shocking. Give that feeling of, wow, this is a world that's existed prior to the player coming in.
And those crates and canisters breaking open is basically the Pack-a-Punch sequence. You go to the Pack-a-Punch area and then the zombies bust out as soon as you get close and start sort of doing all that stuff.
Zombies have been attacking everything everywhere. So as you move into these spaces, we're really telling that story. Prison guards are still dying around you. You would encounter maybe a guard being eaten alive by a couple zombies, and then they see you and come and attack you.
The zombies, they can range from scientists to security, experiments.
Every time you enter a new space, you don't know exactly what to expect. A zombie head pops out as a vermin, and then it eventually gestates and then becomes a parasite.
The tentacle trap is That's just an awesome trap.
The tentacle trap,
Ooh, again, we're getting to see like company slack here, it looks like maybe. But yeah, it's always cool seeing the sort of like shots in office. I'm always a big fan.
they're placed over doorways. It drops down and eats up all the zombies that pass through.
It's a beast of a main quest. You know, it'll use
A beast of a main quest. They're talking about main quest here? Okay.
It'll use the ocean, it'll use the islands, it'll use every part of the map proper. It's one of the
It'll use the ocean, the islands, and every part of the map proper.
bigger maps we've created.
We wanted you to really like think about how you're moving through the space. We never had a drivable vehicle. You can go drive a boat anywhere on the entire map. All that space out there that I thought was just the environment, that feeling of like, I can go anywhere. Is like so exciting. In true zombies fashion, you're never safe anywhere for very long.
Okay, so they sort of moved on from the main quest, but it wasn't really clear with the way they edited it. The main quest using the islands and stuff as well, kind of no surprise, but nice to hear them talking a little bit about the main quest in a video like this. Basically, the way it works is that you get that central island as your main initial area, but then you can hop in a boat and go to any of the islands that are surrounding that main island. And there's also a crashed ship as well. I didn't count how many small islands there were when I was playing. There's at least 2. Those being used in the main quest is sort of no real massive surprise, but nice to hear kind of confirmation of that, I suppose.
A little bit of a foreshadow to something bigger that you might encounter.
We're really excited for everyone to just get their hands on it in Black Ops 6.
Yeah, the one thing I guess I would say about this is if, with this little comment here...
Never safe anywhere for very long. A little bit of a foreshadow to something bigger that you might encounter.
If he there is kind of spoiling the boss of the map, like the final Easter egg boss, I'm not a fan. I would really like there to be a map that releases where we don't know what the boss is going to be, and we don't have it teased in a trailer. This is something they did with Modern Warfare 3 zombies, and I really wasn't a fan of it because they show the worm and stuff, and then I'm like, okay, that means I've seen the worm. Where's the surprise, right? Where's the intrigue? I get why they're doing it, obviously, but it would be my preference for them not to spoil the ending of the Easter egg in that kind of way. However, it might also be that that's not what's happening here, and Kevin might just be referring to the fact that you can fight this thing, like you have an opportunity to fight it separate to the main quest, and the main quest boss could be something else entirely. And if that's the case, big thumbs up. So I'm not hating here. I'm just saying I am hopeful that we get the outcome that I would prefer. I'm hopeful. So that was the first intel drop. Let's take a look at the second little trailer that they've released just a couple hours ago.
It feels like there's nothing else on the market that can scratch the itch that Black Ops 6 Zombies gives. It's just so fun to play through that gameplay loop over and over again.
Agreed.
One of the newest things we have is called Augments, and it's the new way for us to upgrade perks, ammo mods, and field upgrades.
We'll give you 3 major augments and 3 minor augments.
Ooh, nice to be able to see some of this in the menu here. Carousel. 3 energy mines will float around you, detonating once an enemy is within the base trigger radius. Energy mine will split into 3 mines that scatter and detonate 1 time each. Okay, those are pretty similar. Instead of detonating, energy mine becomes a turret shooting targets 1 at a time. Very cool. So something I did find when I played the game early is that the augments didn't feel like they made that big a difference. Now there's reasons for this. They obviously don't want to go too far too early and have the augments be super crazy and then give themselves no headroom to get crazier as the year goes on. But at the same time, you want them to feel impactful. And the energy mines floating around you and then detonating once people get close versus it splitting into 3 and then they scatter. Like as a minor augment, maybe I could see that working. As a major, that doesn't feel like that's going to change the game. You know what I mean? I did notice that some of them feel a little underpowered or a little uninteresting, but some of them clearly have a little bit more of an impact. And this one, I would say, as an example, turning it into a turret is a pretty big impact.
Augments, pretty to choose.
Let's see what else we got here. Increase max charges by 1 as a minor, increase detonation count or duration, and it now attracts nearby normal zombies for 5 seconds. Okay. Like that feels like that would be more of a major to me. I guess they're still sort of finalizing the list of these things. It does say final product may vary here. Let's see if they gave us any others to look
So a major augment could...
Okay, well, still, cool to see a little preview of those. I really hope that they are meaningful enough that in the game itself, they lead to us creating some really zany zombie builds. I think that would be incredible.
It would be more drastic. So there's a major augment that will turn into 3 orbs that will essentially carousel around you and protect you. A minor augment might be stat changes like this napalm burst will now deal slightly more damage. One of our brand new perks, Melee Macchiato, gives you a devastating punch melee. It has a major augment that will improve the melee attack speed for all of your melee weapons.
I know perks have been in every game.
It will improve melee attack speed for all your melee weapons. But you've got Melee Macchiato, so surely you don't use the melee weapon to punch at that point. Aren't you using Macchiato to punch? Bit confused.
But the augments really do give a new breadth to perks and using them, adding that customizability to using perks, making it feel individual to the one who's using it. So no perk really feels the same between two players.
Augments are a game changer. They allow you so much control over the way you want to play and experience the game.
Now
Bro,
we
why
have
did it look like
replaced
she was crying? Is that just me?
It's the game.
Bro, she looks so sad. She's like, reload faster. Like, what?
Now we have replaced the armor upgrades in the arsenal with ammo mods. So when you go to the arsenal, you can apply an ammo mod to your weapon and upgrade its rarity.
We are bringing Gobblegums back and really just looked at how we could refine it and improve it for Black Ops 6.
So yeah, we'll be able to pick 5 Gobblegums in menus and put those into a pack that you then use inside the match. And in the match, you just find a gumball machine, you go up to it, and then it'll give you one of those Gobblegums.
And you can choose when you want to activate them.
Yeah, that was a key thing that I think a lot of people were misunderstanding. Gobblegums in the game are free. So round to round, if I go to the Gobblegum machine, I hold square on the Gobblegum machine, for free, it gives me a Gobblegum that round. Then if I hold on the D-pad or whatever it is to pull up my little Gobblegum menu, I can select which one I want to eat, and then I can eat it. When I eat it, it's consumed, and then it activates. But otherwise, it's just sitting there in my little Gobblegum wallet waiting to be used, right? But the actual purchasing of the Gobblegum initially, in the first place, that's a free moment, round on round.
And you can activate multiple at once.
They can range from small changes in gameplay to drastic changes and upgrades that can really benefit a player.
They can give you all the perks at once, or even allow you to fire a weapon without using up any ammunition. They can be really powerful when used in a timely manner.
Weapon builds are great. They allow players to save a build, which includes attachments and blueprints on a weapon. Players to then set that as a zombie build. That means when you're playing a match and you access a weapon via wall buy or the mystery box, you'll get that zombie build in the game.
It's at its core a mode that we love, and we just want to continue to push it in new directions.
Zombie builds are cool too, because obviously historically in Cold War, if you buy like a I don't know, let's say like an M16 or something, you buy an M16 off the wall, it's just got random attachments that suck a lot of the time. You kind of have to buy it a couple of times to try and get a better one. Whereas now, you can set the zombie build version of the M16, and then every time you buy it off the wall, or every time you get it out of the box, it will be the version of the M16 that you've customized to your liking, which will just save you having to like re-spin, and it's just sort of saves that frustration, which is really good news.
To keep it fresh and exciting, but at the same time, making sure it's delivering on all the big elements that are core to the DNA of the mode. So we're creating new experiences within that.
There we go. See live zombies gameplay at Call of Duty next. Well, I'll be watching from home excitedly. Nah, I think it should be a good time. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm gonna get back to work on my whiteboard videos that I need to do for all the new zombies news, and hopefully you're excited to see those. So I'll catch you guys soon.